Surprise tasting today too.
Finally!
I'm glad I showed up. You should see the
Have I seen one?
That's for after the after.
No, I think we have to do it now.
What is it? We eat it both at the same time?
I forget. You start with this, and then you add this to it, and it helps hold it together. You know, like
Is there a spittoon? Did we get a spittoon?
you know how beech nut is all sticky, okay, and it holds together. This is not so sticky. It doesn't have so much sugar, but it will. Right.
Now here's the $1 million question. Are we live?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Here's the $1 million question. Nothing's made like it used to be.
That's probably true.
This
In
big
fact,
red's
that's
probably
not even sugar.
No, this is
Probably got-
sugar free.
Oh shit! I ain't even touching it.
Yeah.
It's got asulfame in it, doesn't it? Or aspartame. Oh, here we go. Asulfame, which is kind of a very similar molecule to aspartame, but they put the asulfame in there and they'll say it's aspartame.
No, it's sugar.
Really?
Sugar, gum-based corn syrup.
Yes. Sweet.
Yeah. I'm all down with the big
Just
red.
go try to ferment some alcohol.
Excited about the red. See the red bag.
Go try to ferment some alcohol with artificial sweetener. See what happens. Yeah, you're gonna get artificial alcohol. I haven't seen her in a while. What's your name again?
Huh?
Wreck your tricycle.
Oh, that tastes
What's
bad.
wrong with skin?
Yes, it does. Levi Garrett, Redman.
Yes.
Oh.
And put your cinnamon flavor in there. Smells good.
I
Yeah.
used to, when I was a kid, I thought I was so cool chewing Redman Golden Blend. They had
Yeah,
Golden
yeah.
Blend.
Which was delicious.
It was delicious. This smells fucking amazing.
That really does.
Oh man, it takes me. What's that green shit in it? Oh, foil. Oh, it's part of the foil here.
Oh, I see.
You chew it.
Oh shit, that smells great.
Hopefully Americans
Ooh,
will make it.
this fall. This is right.
Yes.
Hell, y'all just start.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna start chewing Redman.
Takes me back to 13.
Yeah, that's really good stuff.
That's the most serious I've ever seen Toby right there. Hang on. Yeah, that's
Not a fan of any sweet tobacco at all.
Man, that smells awesome.
Or smoky tobacco. Really
To
Okay.
preface this, Fair went on a road trip to Iowa.
I did.
We don't know if these are all from Iowa. We don't know if they're. We don't know what they are. He brought all three of them. We're back to that. We're back to riding that donkey.
This guy is the house with us.
Hey,
Poor guy.
mentally and physically unable.
He's been abused.
He's been abused by a lot of government organizations.
Agency. And probably his wife.
Marshall, I really want to say I'm sorry you're not here. Okay? All right. You get
I'd
what
say
I'm
his
saying?
wife is probably the physical.
You get what I'm saying? All right, Marshall. All right.
I love you, Adam.
Okay, let's get her going.
So we will get. Do you want anything you want to say about it? You went to visit your sister,
I did.
who lives in Iowa.
She has a new knee.
Nice.
Oh,
Anything you want to tell us about these?
Just one.
Just one.
Yeah.
Are these things you've been looking for? Things that you just came across while you were there?
Have been looking for this.
Okay.
You're intrigued.
Here we go. And all bourbons.
They're all over.
All right.
So you brought all three?
Yeah. All three.
And
That's-
vaginas.
And the fajita. Oh yeah, vaginas.
Yeah. I can't wait for Jim to be level up.
Yeah. I wonder if it tastes different from Iowa.
No.
I talked 3 people into buying it while I was there.
No.
No kidding.
It looks beautiful.
It smells great. It smells bubblegummy. It smells red.
Cody updated this. Looks even better now. We're just keeping improving. We have
One of these days we're gonna get 30 viewers.
maybe 20.
I was impressed with the 3.
This smells great, bubblegum. I like it. Tastes very good for the first 3 quarters. The last one's a little medicinal. But I even get a little bubble gum on the very, very back of the finish.
Well,
I really like this. I like this. I'll take another pull off of it as like so much.
So it's 2 raw dogs the same as a 3-finger.
we're gonna call him a Larry now. That was a Larry raw dog.
Yeah, the Larry dog.
That's really good to me. That's 2 raw dogs in the hand equals something. It's real sure. Something.
Something in the back.
That
Yeah, we even got speakeasy after hours bourbon as a header.
Yeah.
This is looking
I don't-
really good.
I hope this is cheap because I want to go buy it.
It might be cheap, but it might be hard to find around here. You never know.
This is good.
Iowa allocation.
What do you smell on that, buddy?
Nobody knows. It's been over there for a
Not a
while.
small little bottle.
I've had a little.
Yeah, this is my number 1. I'm not even just going by now.
Are you
I
feeling
like
better?
it. It's balanced well.
You feeling better?
You don't like it?
You do like it.
It's okay, you know.
Hot on the job.
It tastes a little young, but I would love to taste it in like another 2 years. But it's really good.
I mean, another 2 years.
Yeah. It has a lot of potential, but it's good for what it is.
I'm sorry I was late, guys. I was rubbing my meat.
We're good.
Yeah, for breakfast.
Award winning, so we got to excuse that.
Whatever, it's yours. Rub it all you want.
Smoking. I said I wasn't going to do it again, but I'm doing it again. I'm smoking all the meat and making the whole burrito all in one day.
I don't mean this as an
That's a
insult, and this is no disrespect, but that's your own.
That is. Rubbing my meat.
I mean, yeah, that you choose.
Oh, I know. Because I was going to smoke it today, and I just. Yesterday was such a. Skipping step. Oh, nice. That sucker is a
It's good.
banger.
I like that. Bazooka Nuts.
Yeah. It's nice.
I still, I'm telling you, I get a little bubble gum. And
You get bubble gum.
I did.
It's good.
It is a little hot.
She's hot.
I need to find me one.
Yes.
Yeah, can we? Oh, proof, yes. I thought you said proof. Yes.
It used to say it's proof.
No. It was,
proof guess.
there was no proof or proof guess on it.
Oh,
You just put it in the other before, and Cody added that. Which I think is a good idea. That way you have room for other notes.
I agree.
The other note could be like, which thing it is, or
Who brought it when we do that sort of thing. This time it was exclusively DT on all 3. That's really good. DT. Let's save it.
I do think it's young-ish. Young, but
Very,
I'm gonna say 3/4 palate. But I'm not mad at the other quarter. I just, what do you mean other quarter? Like it tastes real good to me for like the first 3/4 of the palate, and then when it gets to the back of the palate, it's just
right at the beginning of the back. I guess that too.
it tastes like a little medicinal towards the back. You know, that barrel number 5, it was good all the way. Yeah, the finish, that 3, that last quarter you're talking about. Barrel number 5, it was good. That last
From
quarter.
front to back.
Yes, yes. And
Just thumbs down to them for
Oh,
not.
yeah, for some reason.
oh, you're talking about that the lost
There's
ribs.
somebody spraying it, I was like,
It was
oh, it's
good.
great.
Yeah. Do we know?
Well, you're gonna be able to get it. You just aren't gonna be able to get it as the single barrel fish.
So yeah, these are the things.
Lost.
The appropriate name for it.
Lost.
Yes, lost. We have it.
Lost.
I'll show you the other
Well, yeah.
Oh. I don't know what tube that one.
Wrong one.
She is a little hot.
That's what I got a little hot.
Hell, Woody.
Yeah.
Oh, man. If you let it sit, on the tongue for a minute, you get a lot more oak. Right. You do. If you let it sit for a second before you swallow it, just kind of let
Like when you have
let the saliva enzyme.
Yeah, when you have an older bourbon, it starts to get that musky taste from the oak, from the bourbon. I'm just starting to get that, like barely full of it.
You think it's old?
No, I think it's maybe 4 years.
Yeah, I don't think it's. I think it's. It could be 4, but I wish it was about 8. I would be correct.
It's been in a barrel long enough.
I was
But
reading this thing the other
over
day.
this will be all-
These guys were picking a barrel at somewhere, and it was fucking old. I mean, it was like really, really old. And they had it down between 2 barrels. And God, what was that? It was really recent, like this past week. And they had this one that was like, it was like 20 years old, 19 years old. And they ended up going with one that's like 17 years old or some shit like that. Because the tannins in that 19, what they said were just so, the oak was just so, like to
Too
them.
much barrel.
Yeah, to them it was. I mean, to me it was
A lot of barrel.
I mean, yeah, it's all the filters.
Water.
I mean, you know what it's like to be with one thing for 19.
I do. But she, unlike me, she keeps it better.
So these that alcohol is gonna be worse. Like sugar bomb.
I'm getting.
I've never added water in any video. I don't believe it.
I just too
They
late
were,
to do
it's
it.
science bitches.
I know it does, and I know it is, and God, it's just too much more to keep track of. To me.
I wouldn't
It's
add
like-
water to drink it, but it does pronounce so
Right.
flavor.
I just want to taste it like I'm going to get it off of the shelf. So this is what they decided we should drink, and that's how I'm going to drink it. We should have a discussion about that sometime. That's a good discussion.
And we all drink it.
Because I will, not so much now, but early on, even 3 years ago, I would put an ice cube in, which essentially would equate to the same thing. But yeah, that's a big divider in the whiskey community. Add water, you don't add water. Do you want to drink it like they think you should drink it? But then you get into like, okay, adding water, how's that different than blending 1910 and 1920 to make a 1950? That's not how they intended it.
True.
So
But it's good.
yes, but it's good. So maybe adding water makes it good.
Drink it the way you like it.
That is true. I will always be a proponent of that, 100%. If you want to add water, add water.
But if you don't believe it,
It's just not my thing. It's not that I don't believe in it. It's just it's not my thing.
Yeah, it's freakishly hot.
That's what I freakishly.
It really is. And my mouth.
Okay, this one smells good too.
good job, DT. Thank you.
I have no clue what it is. I don't. I've never had it. By the way. So, Victor's 12 years.
This is gonna fall flat for some people. It's caramel. I don't know if I like it better than mine. It's caramel and smoke. It's pretty good. I think it'll fall flat for Cody. It's kind of flat in the middle for me, but
I don't know, because we tried some down there to the distillery. And it was good, sweet nose, and a good upfront taste, and it just fell off. Finish was good, but that middle ground.
Something in the middle there is
Second barrel, first and second barrel. Oh yeah. It was good up front, and had a good nose, and had a good finish, but that middle just kind of killed it for me.
that second barrel is inside stuff.
Yeah, it was a little better.
Is that the one where they used a peat something or other instead?
That's the witchy.
Oh, the witchy. Oh, okay.
But yes.
I've got something, and I don't care if anyone ever sees this. I don't care for what because I don't think it's the internet. But I have a whiskey that they did finished in acid barrel. And Jesus.
So that was
No, bad Jesus. I mean, it's bad Jesus.
Oh, that.
Hold
bad
on,
Jesus.
hold the right way.
So it tastes you taste it now.
Not bad, Jesus. Oh, bad, Jesus.
we tried to
When you
get
said
that.
bad Jesus, my dad.
That was
All
Is
right.
that right?
So I read some
it's something street, isn't it?
papers.
Start called the right-
There were the gospel that were.
It has a street sign.
I think it has a street.
No,
and
it's
some of
not.
them was.
It
It
was
was like
street.
bad Jesus.
It was a bourbon
There was a
nation.
kid that did something when he was
No,
like,
he's
he's
an
acting
absent
like he's
stage
acting
in the
a
bourbon.
big movie.
Yeah.
But he's acting like the kid.
I don't like that.
Bad
But it
Jesus.
was
I'll tell you what, this is interesting.
That's
Well, different.
a mouthful of dirt.
Fuck me. Okay.
It's on there somehow.
Dirt's not.
God. What? Okay.
Dirt's not always bad though when you're talking dirt.
I look.
What?
I know what dirt.
Big black dirt.
God make dirt some dirt.
It smells great. I like it. It was cool. I think I do like one more. I think I like letter A more. Number A. I enjoy it. But this smells great. It's caramel. Anybody else get caramel?
Yeah.
I've not been there.
I've got the old rocks butterscotch.
Right.
Well,
Yeah, butterscotch. That's along the same line.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Caramel? Yeah, it really does. Big time. Isn't it crazy? Can you imagine the aliens are like, what are these fucking idiots doing smelling water and shit? They're just watching. We're a science experiment, you know that, right? Science bitches. There's an alien. He was sent here to infiltrate our people. Okay, I think I like the nose on this one better, but I like the palate on the one better. Okay.
I'm still one is my favorite.
I don't know, I do like that bubble gum.
This has a good nose.
It's fine.
But it's all butterscotch.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like caramel, butterscotch, blah blah blah. That's overdone. I mean, I feel like you get that once.
Green apple.
Oh yeah. There you
No green apple in this one.
go. No. I get a little leather on that very first part of the palate. Earthy leather, like you said.
I get a lot of leather on the nose.
See, you do, I don't.
Char leather.
Smoother. Anyway, this is a great bourbon.
Like it?
It's,
The
I like A better.
I do like it. It's, A is hotter. A lot hotter.
yes, it is. Absolutely agree with that.
All right. It smells good, but I can't pull it. You know,
So you don't get fruitcake at the end.
That's it.
Okay. Is this a joke?
No.
This has to be like a light whiskey.
So that's the Nick Alter whiskey, is what you're saying?
Victor's Ultra.
Yeah, we got the other slide. Vaginas, huh?
Pencil shape. Yeah, you gotta smell it. You gotta smell yourself.
Questions, Doug, do you know which one of these is which on that you, do you know which one's
I
which?
think he only has a guess.
Or they mixed them up on you?
No, I
No, they mixed him up on him, did they not?
Or did he mix them up?
He filled them up.
You can tell us that.
He's
Oh,
got,
so
he's
knows.
got a shitty grin on his face.
He always has.
It's like that's some neat shit.
It still
It seems
smells like
very light.
Yeah.
Canada Club 41.
Andrew Kim.
I can't wait to taste this raw dog.
Well, it's getting better. But the taste, I tasted the raw dog was oh, that's a little better. This is one my dad used to drink. Oh, God. Listen, behind it for a while.
Are you serious?
You talked about this one
Oh,
before.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's not
That is a totally different flavor and smell.
It's weird. Like,
Smells really.
I don't know. I
Low
think
key.
I think it could still be decent. I'm just so used to higher proof and more complex. This one has a mash bill. It's weird. No, very similar in fact. Probably the same as some others. That's very good. Yeah.
So is that picture. That was heavy on the nuts.
Heavy on the nuts.
I didn't even that's almost like water in a certain point. Well, compared to anything. Check out the fat legs. We were looking at some fat legs over there at Free Slip.
We were.
Don't say too much. They were delicious though.
Yeah, peanut butter.
Yeah.
Like screwball. Kind of that smell.
It's so funny with my label on the names of what I smell.
Jiffy.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Because my nostrils are small. And I don't take in as much, I guess, as like
Take it in slow.
Slow. A lot like real soft.
Okay. Good point, by the way. Because I'm just burning my nose if I do that. Okay. I kind of like to do everything fast, though.
Peanuts on the taste too.
I agree with that.
What
is
It
that?
smells slow.
Yeah, this is like a
Something they sold at the damn Barnum and Bailey. Yeah, that is nut. Peanut.
Sure, it smells good.
Out of my left nostril, it's nothing but peanut.
smells like a penis.
Peanuts. I'm not mad at it. Still think I like it. This is something very cheap.
I'll agree. Flavor.
Yeah, it's not great.
Could
It's
be
not
a
a-
flavored bourbon. And it's not bourbon. So,
No, it's just a very light kit.
peanuts.
That's all I got.
No.
Stick to
Anything
the palate.
else?
It's kind of steak.
Yeah, I know.
I get to see that too.
I'm kind of getting the black licorice.
Nice. Yeah, but it's like whatever does stick to the top of your mouth, it doesn't have much flavor. It's almost more annoying.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
It's like, well, if it tasted like butterscotch, I welcome it to stay on the top of my mouth. But it doesn't taste like it does. It just coats it. What is that? less flavor. It's like it's begging to be floral notes, not quite there. There you go.
Oak.
I mean,
There's something else there. I just can't.
never
I
had,
can't get there yet.
I've never tried any bourbon that fits that right there better.
It was on the other sheet. I put it on there.
But I'm saying I've
Yeah.
not tried one
Yeah.
that fits sticky better than this one.
Sticky?
Yeah, it sticks around, but it's,
You don't know what you don't know
it sticks
what's
around and I
sticking
don't
around.
like it. It's sticky.
I don't dislike it or not like it.
Yeah.
It's just I can still feel it right now.
I can't too. I can feel it on the inside of my lips.
It's not like a drink. It is. I mean, it's cheap.
Never had.
I think that's. I mean, it's cheap.
Like
Set on that.
beans, they start cheap.
Probably not that cheap, but it's cheap. It's $25.
Kind of like Kentucky Chicken.
It's $25 to $30.
It's like 10 high. Early time. It's not early time. It's not
I don't know. Could be.
And it's
Could be.
not perfect either.
early time.
No, wait. Early times is early times is. Hold on a minute. I just looked at one day and another one. I picked one up and it was like, no, you said they're all bourbons, babe. Oh, it was that drink too. I like it as peanuts. What was the bourbon you brought last week? Old Granddad?
Yeah, nice and easy. Problem. Old Granddad, of course, he didn't even know that. Pretty cool. Marshall brought it.
Was it a solid?
It was. No, that was the week before.
Have to take notes. That's
Yeah.
right. That's my take notes.
Anybody remember what Marshall brought last week?
You see that guy?
Hey, anybody remember what Marshall brought last week?
Yeah.
Oh,
Weller.
He brought Weller #7. Yeah.
Similar.
And I missed that.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's not really. I mean, it's not worth. What do you think?
I put old Jim Nate.
So how did you feel? How did you feel about Weller #7? I've had it before. You had it. What did you think about it? I don't know what all the fuss is about.
It's
Give me Old Forester.
it's all right.
I don't know why people chase some of this stuff.
Both the great.
Whoa!
Let's go through.
All right. Easy.
Okay. What do you think, Jordan?
1, 2, 3's number of the order I drink them in. That's my ranking. Bubblegum, butterscotch, C. I don't even know. It's strange to me. I didn't dislike any of them. But if somebody came to my house and I had these 3 bourbons, and they were like, I don't know. C is the least complex of all of them, but I still don't think I'd start them out on that because I don't want to set them off. I don't want to say on the wrong foot, but I'd probably give them B. Be like, this is a pretty decent one, or whatever it is. And then, but my favorite would be A for the reasons I like things. I think it's older. I think it's higher proof. I think it's a little more complex. And then B, and then I think C was like a light whiskey, which is still a bourbon. It can be a light whiskey, but I don't know that. That's my thoughts. I didn't even know what I smelled or tasted and smelled. It's the weirdest thing I've ever had.
What did you think of the fruits? Did you guess?
120, 100, and C is probably 90.
Okay.
That's my guess. I'll put a 90 there. I'm gonna say 91. Let's see.
No, I just got picked it up. No doubt. Cousin?
Okay. I got the same as he did. 1, 2, 3 for my rank. The first one I had fruity, rosy, and flowery. Super hot. Super hot. I also kind of like smelled woody.
In which one?
In the number one, A. And burns up front. For
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. If A is not the hottest,
I would agree.
I mean,
It's gotta be
it has
right? As far as, and the proof is dictated by that?
to. Yes. I mean, that's
Okay.
or
Really
that's
good.
dictated by the proof more so. The proof's not dictated by that, but the hotness is dictated by the proof more so. Yeah.
By the way, kudos to Cody for bringing the big red gun.
And the red.
Beef was sweet and short on the nose, I thought. Kind of mossy and caramel. Mossy and caramel, that doesn't seem right, does it? Lower heat, sweet and smoother on the palate. And then CY just had low key pretty much. I agree with peanut, smooth.
I could
That
really
old
smell.
an old smell to this thing. Sticks to your palate. It stays in your
Sticks
palate.
to everything.
Yes, yeah.
Stuck to my mustache.
Proofs I had 105, 96, and 95. So, there you go.
For me. So A, a lot of wood, sugar, oak, leather on the nose. I kind of got a cinnamon burn. Palate. Completely no money. My thumb was numb for 5 minutes afterwards.
What you got on proof?
I said it was 126.
I said 121.
126.
It's definitely 115 to 120. Like it's there.
My other notes was mofo was high. I kind of think it's a double up, but I don't know. B, I did butterscotch, leather on the nose. The palate for being dark, sweet up front. I think she's a young girl. I don't think it's old. Going for a 90 proof. C, on the nose, kind of got a licorice smell, nutty, sweet, something about an old gymnasium. I'm guessing less than or equal to 2 years old. I mean, I don't think it's all ball.
Old gymnasium might be a first here, right?
Yeah.
I'm going 80 proof. We do have some. And I don't know if Calvin's is a bourbon.
It's not.
Okay. Well,
I
think
I
it's-
gave a gallon of Calvert's away 2 weeks ago from 1980. I never would have given it away for this price.
I think it's something similar.
Yeah.
So what is it considered? Just
Lord Calvert's is Canadian.
Canadian?
C was definitely my third choice. A, honestly, I'm not going to drink A. It made my mouth too weird. I didn't enjoy it. C, I guess B is my number one.
Are you picking the lesser of 3 evils here?
I kind of am.
Okay.
So, up on that.
Maybe nobody said anything about gym socks, but last week I brought a 1980 old Granddad and somebody did compare it to the carpet in their grandmother's house.
Here goes Big Red. So, as you can see, my
Big red man.
A, my number A, had a whole lot more notes than B or C. So, that's the order. So, number A, number B, number C.
Whatever the fuck it is.
Sweet, so A, sweet oak, molasses, caramel on the nose. I got a sweet rye on the back end. Oak, medicinal at the very end of the back. It kind of, that was after the second drink. First drink I didn't get it. A little musty and some cinnamon, which is kind of funny because I'm drinking Big Red Young. But I proved it lower than that because I think it's a high rye. I put it at 104. B, butterscotch, oak, Big Red, cinnamon must, I don't know, this must be triggered some flavoring or something. On the palate, oak, and it was soft and subtle. I couldn't pull much else to it. 86 proof, slight dry, number 2. And all I could get on C was peanuts, jiffy, peanut butter, peanuts, salted, 80 proof, maybe a rye because it had a little spice to it.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Very good. So, on the nose, initially I got coconut, but on the very far back end,
Coconut? I've never heard that. I've never. Has anyone
This
else?
is the first.
Raise your hand if you've ever heard coconut in a bourbon
Not yet.
review.
I have not.
Is it on here?
No, I'm not saying he's wrong.
I
There
have
it is right there.
It's on there, but I have not heard it.
I've never heard one time coconut.
Palate or taste?
no, on the nose. It was initially on the nose. Just initially.
On A.
And then on the very, very back end was the rubbing alcohol, but it was very subtle.
That's a huge.
No.
That's a huge spectrum.
It is.
It's like
It's like it's like I'm on the island, smelling the trees. Just got banged in the head.
Right.
Got to go to the emergency room. Now I smell alcohol.
I mean, it's good. It's just a tinge of rubbing alcohol. I just think it was because of fruit.
Oh, brother.
Char and wood on the palate. I guessed lower than everybody else on the proof. I guessed 103. B.
On A, you guys 103?
Yeah. B. Earthy on the nose, buttery on the palate. 90. C. Got peanuts on the nose. I got a little honey on the palate. A little bit of honey on the palate on C.
A little bit of honey.
Just a little tinge of honey. What I got more than the honey was like an old school bus seat.
There you go.
Now we're on the same level.
Old
Yeah.
Jason soft
And
and school bus.
in that old school bus seat cover, it's stuck around in my mouth. It's still there. I'm not taking a drink for like 6 months.
Well, wait till you try Big Red and Red Man.
It'll be there for 6 days. Anyway, I did a 90 proof on the number 2 and 80 proof on C. I'm sorry. B was.
But your proofs
So
did go
our
highest.
proofs are really
Correct.
good.
So
I think there's
that's
no
another
doubt.
discussion we should have at times. Is what in the taste dictates the fruit? What affects the fruit?
Smell.
I'm not gonna lie.
The look. I love it.
What is?
Oh my God!
I got a picture of it, by the way. It looks great.
So just like the steak
It holds
sauce,
together.
just like the steak sauce, A1, and then just like the vitamin B2 and C3, C4. We're going explosive.
Hey, if there was another bourbon in here, this would still be number 4. So that's the explosion.
Yeah.
Man,
So
that's fucking cool.
He wrote his ass.
He wrote my ass about this.
do you have anything to say before you pull?
You know, I get to pull them. I'm the puller.
He's pulling.
You sit there. You sit there and tell us about them. I'm
Okay.
pulling them.
That sounds good. He can tell some stories. He does. Drum roll.
Do you have anything to say?
Before they get pulled?
Yeah.
Probably.
This is insane.
Oh,
I don't even know. I'm in a fucking alternate dimension. All right.
Here we go.
I know that these are things that you have been wanting, and I know that these are things that Marshall can send you.
Oh, come on.
And I'm a little bit surprised that he brought something last week. Whole number 8. It's got some sort of collar on it. Oh Jesus! I don't know. I don't know if I think it was last week. Wasn't it?
No, we did the answer process. So what is it?
Antique one.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Oh my gosh.
You found that in the store? I found this. Okay, I looked at Benny's. They got their delivery on April 1st. I got theirs April 2nd. They were just out.
It's 107.
107.
Oh
Proof.
Close.
That's
Proof?
the name
You were even closer.
of it. Antique 107. I don't know what the proof is. Look on there for the proof. At the bottom.
Yeah, 107.
Okay.
That's why they call it that.
All right. So here in the south of Springfield, Missouri, or Illinois, Springfield, Illinois, this little town. Well, Springfield's not a little town, but we were south, a little town south of it. Here was this gas station a long time ago that had the cheapest gas. We pulled in there on the way up there. On our way back, we'd come from Benny's and struck.
Benny's is a big
Yeah.
store.
We struck
Like a
out.
total one.
We struck out. And so
Struck
I'm
out
watching,
Benny's.
looking, and well, here's one. Pull off at this section. I look around. Well, this is the same one we came, on the way up. And so, little strip mall. There's a little 5-star liquor store. I walk in, look around, nothing on the shelf.
Right.
So I asked the gentleman behind the counter. Yeah, well, oh yeah. And behind the counter, he points to it. And so he had 2 different bottles of water. And so I told my wife, I said, don't look at the price. She goes, I already looked at the price. she said that was $90. I said, no, that was cheap.
That was the green lake.
That was a green light.
What?
So what's the?
Now you can go to Ohio and get this by the case when they get delivered.
So it's a weed permit.
It is.
All well as we. So what is that? What does
everything
that
in
mean?
this list.
What does that mean?
Okay, everything on this list was in the list of Happy's cousins, the weeded bourbons that had the same mash bill. All right, all of them. So
It has a high.
Where is this
has a
distilled
high-
at?
Buffalo
No.
Trace.
Well,
Oh, this is blue.
Not Louisville, Buffalo
South.
Trace.
oh yeah. I was thinking of
Kind of halfway between Louisville and Michigan.
Right.
But anyway,
How old is this?
I don't.
She's hot. That takes a lot.
I thought so too. I'd be curious to go back to the one Marshall did and see what everybody's proof.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
is.
everybody gave that one their number 1 except for Matt. Matt, you
That's
gave
right.
number 2 is your number.
Well,
That's what I'm saying.
sitting on Matt's desk right now. Go ahead and pull this next one.
Wait, I want to say one more thing about the Weller 107. Ohio is a control state,
Right.
meaning they have a website. You can get on there, and it's not real time, but it's updated like once or twice a day.
Yeah.
You can see how much Weller or how much Blanton's or how much anything allocated is at any given store at any given time. Marshall and I have talked about going to Ohio, spending an entire day of our day off and just trying to find antique 107s.
Here, go ahead.
Because they'll sell it to you by the case.
Either way, it doesn't matter.
But-
case.
So what is cost on this guy?
250.
That's $250. Was it? Cut this out. But was it an Indian-owned gas station?
Yes.
Yeah. Retail on this is, again, just like most Wellers, $70, 60, 70. But that's what you run into because of the supply and demand. Anyway, no, I'm serious. I like $250 for that bottle, but really at retail, that's a whole other discussion. What the distillery
This-
says,
that
what the
was-
distributor says, what the number 2.
Can you get a distillery?
No. The only one you can get at Buffalo Trace, any Weller, the only one is Green Label Special Reserve.
Now, is there green label? Right.
No.
No, it's the one and only.
They're all weeded. All Wellers weeded.
These are the Happy's cousins.
Now, but I will say, at the Buffalo Trace Distillery, anytime you go there, it's going to be their desirable bottle for the day is either going to be Weller Special Reserve, Blanton's, or E.H. Taylor Small Batch. Get your Buffalo Trace and your other products, but those are the 3 that you're ever going to walk in that gift shop. That's their bottle of the day.
They told me they got a white label coming in July.
That's a CYPB. That's a craft your perfect. That's super fucking high
Old boy back there. Flat guy's got one. Special reserve. How great is that? You're number one. Which is sitting on your desk.
This is another.
I have a half
Another
gallon of
one.
this and 2/5. Didn't I give you guys the rest of what I had in the...
That's what's sitting on.
Yes.
Oh, okay. And that's the one I gave you guys. We had like maybe that much left of it. I got another half gallon at the house. So 1, 2. Okay. Now, okay, we're
What's the proof on this one?
90.
I had no.
I had 100.
I had 96.
I nailed it.
Same family. Same family. Same. I mean, we don't even have to go through the same shit over and over.
The next one, believe it or
It's
not.
not a Weller. I
No.
can feel by the neck.
No.
Cabin Steel. Now,
$10.
$10, and let me tell you a little bit of history about Cabin Steel.
It said cheap. He said cheap first.
Well, he had to buy cheap after buying the first.
Good boy,
I
Toby.
bought that one first. I found those finally on the way home.
This is all you can afford after the first two, right?
No, I bought that one first.
So, Cabin Steel, back in the day, was a product of Stitzel Weller, where Van
Yes.
Winkle was the guy.
Yes.
And
They're
of
all
course,
related.
this is just an instance of another distillery keeping this trademark and this brand alive. It's not, but if you find a dusty Cabin Steel, that's the old Stitzel Weller juice. That's the most desirable. If you find a Cabin Steel from the 50s, 60s, that's like super high.
That's Pappy.
Yeah, that's Mr.
It
Van Winkle doing his thing.
Yes, it is.
Right. From the 50s.
So, if you find a dusty Cabin Steel, this is just an iteration of like
Old Grand.
exactly, yeah, like Jim Beam owns old granddad. Now it's not like having an old granddad from the 70s or 50s.
And the reason I brought these is because of their relationship.
And I
With
absolutely love this line. I love it. I love it for the history and for everything.
Yeah, I love it. That's the best I've ever done by a landslide.
Acre.
It is
that
a.
right?
I got 2 of my fruits right
Hey, so you add up all 3 proofs, add them all up. I was only 4 off total.
That's got to be weird.
Well, I said 103 on the first one, 107. I nailed it on B at 90. I nailed it on C at 80.
Gee whiz.
I can't do anything else with my nose and palate, but normally I'm pretty good at it.
Way too low.
I got us, and now and DT has. And so here's another big thing. Here's another big thing against
So, this is by
amongst
two.
the Weller.
By 6. And I'm at 7.
The whiskey community.
Screw cap, screw cap,
Yeah.
and then you go up.
Yeah.
You go up 1 tier, and it's a call.
Usually 7 off.
Yale, the last one,
And everybody says, "Well, it won't be long before the green label's cork too." And you know,
that's awesome. Fair.
Come home to the cabin before you have bus seats.
So how old is that whiskey?
not very
Oh,
young.
God. Somebody just pissed that yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah, not very old.
Not very old.
Doug actually got 2 bottles and refilled this one. What are you doing? And it was eating some boiled peanuts from roadside stand.
So here, actually, while we're still on camera, let me do this real
I
quick.
can't even say that I've ever heard of this.
I have not.
Oh,
I've been talking.
that list I sent you.
Yes.
Yeah.
$100 to finish that.
Do me a favor. Catch this. Here you go. Snap pickup. Pickups. There you go.
Okay.
Now I'll throw it to JC.
You guys on 3. Here we go. 3.
Nine.
Finger works.
Slide.
3, 2,
Right. All down,
2,
down, down.
1.
Invitation now.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Oh, look, it'll be good, I'm sure.
Okay.
I love the red band.
This was my This was my childhood choice.
You know,
Okay. According to the experts, what we should have got off of this, which was B, give us the notes. Sweet with honey, apples, leather, and shelled nuts.
no,
I did get leather, dirt,
Yeah, I got all that. Buttery on the palate.
Sweet,
and glossy and caramel.
It doesn't say the age. I would love. I don't know. They're at least 4. All Weller's at least 4 years old. Right.
What about 107? They say anything about Copamore?
Yeah, 107. What the experts think it tastes like. Slight burn from the heat of alcohol with cinnamon, dark fruits, apples, and caramel. Long finish.
Long.
yeah, my
Yes.
mouth was numb for a second.
Super hot.
That's 107.
That was
I
107.
didn't have cinnamon.
And I wish I would have known you were doing this because I have a Weller full proof. The blue label, which is the next step.
What's the orange label? I never was. Which one's that?
Then there's the black label, which is the 12 year, which Marshall and I both got.
He said
The orange label is the hardest one to find. It's a single barrel. The white label's in between. That's the CYPB. That's the Craft Your Perfect Blend. But Marshall has the whole vertical. He has the white and the orange, and he paid out of the nose. He paid out of the nose for the orange label. That's the hardest fucking one. Or he traded a lot and paid a little, I think, to get the orange label. That's a hard acquisition.
But it was the last one. It was a unicorn in his lap.
Yeah, that was the one to complete his deal. He and I both have the 12 year. We got the full proof. I don't have a 107. He does, and we both have this special. I wish. See the ages.
Let's do it again.
Get on there.
Where you at?
Do an answer. That's good.
Okay.
Good job.
Great. Yeah.
Very good.
Super.
Are we still on?
We live?
Oh, so
Hey,
I guess
we're
that's
You got video card yet? We.
So, yeah, next week. We don't know. Maybe.
I have 3 more.
We possibly have.
My God.
Yeah.
You got what?
We probably have to do 2 next week.
Okay, I got 3 more. You got
You see coming in double.
Oh, 6 to 7 years.
Is
this one.
Actually,
Both of them.
I don't know. That's a single barrel, but
This one has a lot more age on it.
Yeah,
I had 4 years on number 8.
At least.
I think it's a little more. I think it's more like 6. But anyway, yeah. There it is, though. A and B clearly.
Oh,
By a mile, or the
Not big difference.
yeah. Even between A and B, or between A and B versus C.
Oh, see, not even.
Yeah.
no, it's not.
I used to be, I thought, 100%.
Yeah, they are. That's awesome.
Cool. Thank you guys.
Cool.
And,
Vaginas. Here
like
we go.
us, subscribe, tell your friends about it.
Smash that like button.
Boom! Smash! Nobody's hit the bell yet. All right, hit the bell.
Smash it till you get a cast.